Sutton, it's great to see you.
Hi, good to see you.
Thank you for coming on our show.
Thank you. It's my first time here.
Oh, we love to have you. Hopefully you'll come back. Okay, so first of all, how's everybody doing with the fires? How are you doing with the fires?
I'm doing well with the fires. Interesting, my son, where he goes to high school, a lot of the kids lived in the Palisades, so he had a lot of friends that lost their houses. So that kind of dealing with that has been, hard.
Yeah.
Watching all of that in those families.
Yeah, it's been such a tough time for so many people being displaced and so many folks, thrust into this new normal that they didn't ask for.
Yeah.
But yet they have to manage and navigate their way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really tough.
Well.
Okay, this season on the show, emotional for you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've been prepping emotionally to even talk about this because it's one thing to live it, and then another thing to watch it, and then the third thing to talk about it again. So yeah, it was an emotional season for me.
And I think relatable too in the fact that relationship dynamics within our families and with our parents are normal for some people across the country.
Yeah, and I think because my family had such an intense, awful, tragic death with my father killing himself, my mother really retreated a little bit, and you miss that mother dynamic. But she's a great mother. She's just different. She's a different mother than I am. I'm a touchy-feely, I love you, what are you doing, where are you kind of mother, and she's just not like that. So this has opened up some doors that has been really positive for our family.
How difficult has it been for you to attempt to mend this relationship with so many people watching?
This is what I love about this show. It actually healed my relationship with my mother, and I went to Augusta with that intent and didn't know what the outcome was. I really didn't know what was going to happen, and it ended so well, and it's gotten better and better and better. And now my mom and I talk about things all the time, and I called her, she's a pistol, but she's great. And my youngest son just he is going to college. He accepted where he's going to go to college, and she's so excited for him. And we are a very tight family unit. It's me, my brother, and my mother.
Yeah.
So we have to keep the three of us very close. And it was important that I was able to be heartfelt with my mother and tell her what I needed from her.
There's a headline online that Tamra Judge has said that your mother is the new villain of the show. Have you seen this headline? What do you make of this headline?
I'm ignoring that.
Yeah.
She doesn't know my mother.
Yeah. Is that difficult for you, having this role on this show? People feel this connection to you because it's reality TV, and then people feel like they want to weigh in on certain things. How have you been able to manage that since you've been on the show?
It's been hard, and the more you do it, the easier it gets. I think for me, introducing my family.
Yeah. It's vulnerable.
It's very vulnerable, and it's very real. And, I guess just to people out there to remember, these are just real people, and to be kind.
Yeah. When you went back to your home in Augusta, what was that like, walking through there?
It was tough. My father shot himself in the backyard. So that was one thing. But my brother and his family moved into our family house a few years after. So, and my niece died in that house when she was 13. So there were 2 deaths in that house.
Yeah.
But there was so much happiness in that house. And the family that lives there now, they have 9 grandchildren. And there's just fun and laughter and joy. It just makes me happy.
Yeah.
It was filled with happiness now.
Yeah.
Which is what it was like growing up there.
Yeah. And you feel like seeing all that joy, did that give you some peace?
Yeah.
Internally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And having Garcelle and Kyle with me, we all felt it. There was this like energy in the house, and they were emotional. We all got so emotional, but it was good.
Yeah.
I left that house happy and joyful and smiling. And I didn't know what it was going to feel like. And so now, now I can ride by that house thinking, those kids are driving that grandmama crazy.
Yeah. Kyle and Garcelle.
Yeah.
Your peeps. Right? Ride or die for you.
Well, Garcelle and I have been thick as thieves now for 5 years. She's one of my closest knit friends that I have. Kyle and I are, a roller coaster ride of friendship, but we're always going to be friends. She's a really special person, and she's a good friend. People say, "Oh, Kyle's not your friend." Yes, she is. Yes, she is. That's why I wanted her to come to Augusta with me. Because I needed someone that I knew was going to be a good rock of stability, and Kyle was definitely that.
Yeah. And does it bother you when people challenge your friendship with Kyle?
Well, it doesn't bother me. I mean, you see one side of it, but then, cameras are off, and Kyle and I can have a softer relationship without all of the other women around. And that's the part that I really enjoy. But, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Why people would think that. But, I love Kyle. I think she's a really magical person. And that's why I think she's stayed on the show for so long. She loves doing it.
How would you define her magic?
You're just drawn to her. She's very smart, and she's super funny. We all have our flaws. I've said some pretty crazy things to Kyle, and she has forgiven me for those things. I've also been honest with her, like, you've shut me out for months. And she's acknowledged and said, I have, and I'm going to work on that. And she'll tell me what I've done wrong. And I'll say, you know what, you're right, and I'm going to work on that too. So I like that kind of friendship. It means that there's a future.
Part of your future includes fashion.
Yeah.
You're on your fashion journey.
Yes.
Putting together a collection.
Yes.
How's it going?
It's going great. In fact, yesterday we just shot my next capsule collection, which is going to come out like any day, which is the sweater weather capsule collection. It's been really fun. We've done really well. A lot of things sell out really quickly. This is all sustainable. It's all circular fashion. So we're helping the environment, and that's really kind of that was the draw to doing this business for me, to bring my love of the environment and my love of fashion together in one place. So I'm really happy where we're going. We have a lot of things in the future that are planned, some collaborations that we're working on that are exciting. So, it just keeps moving forward, and I keep working, which is great for me. I'm going to be an empty nester. And so
You ready for that?
No, no. My son and I call him my hallmate, because it's just the two of us in his room is down the hall. And I'm not going to have a hallmate anymore. We have our rituals that we do.
What are some of those rituals?
Well, I cook dinner for him.
Oh, what do you cook?
Oh, he really likes, he was like, Mommy, stop making chicken breast. He likes the chicken thigh.
Okay.
So I've gotten pretty good with different recipes with chicken thighs. And so I'll do some kind of protein like that and whatever else he likes, mashed potatoes. And then we sit and talk, and then we watch a show. And then at 9 o'clock, we're like, see ya. Because he wants his space and I want my space. And it works out really well for us. And we enjoy each other on the weekends. And, it comes and goes. And I love his friends. They all come over to the house. And it's just an easy, my middle son said, you would never let us get away with that, Mommy. I'm like, well, he's the baby. It's just me and James.
Sure.
So, yeah, it's been fun.
What are you most excited for us to see moving forward on the show?
I think I'm excited to see my business and the fashion show that's going to be coming up soon. I'm really proud of that moment. I didn't want to do a fashion show because I'm like, I'm not the designer, but it's just showing the collection and what we're putting together for sustainability in fashion. And being a leader in sustainability in fashion has become sort of a drive for me. And I think watching that drive is kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about for Valentine's Day? What will you do?
So, you know, we love to make fun of the thought that I was broken up with on Valentine's Day 4 years ago. And so James and I, my son, are going to go see, there's a new movie with, gosh, which one is it? There's the new cartoon movie out that we're going to go see. But Paddington Bear, yes. I mean, he's going to kill me. He's 18. He just turned 18. Yeah. I'm like, we're going to see Paddington Bear for Valentine's Day. I hate to tell you. And he's like, okay. And we love that movie together. So those are my very romantic plans for Valentine's Day.
We'll love it. Thank you very much for coming, and thanks for being so vulnerable and so open today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's great to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you.